Come here, Regis. Alright, sit. Alright, come on. Come on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Walk with Regis. Come on, Riri. Today, Today is August 21st. Today the weather will be in the high 70s, and the lows will be the mid 60s. It's cooling off. He's not going to want to walk because it's raining, even though it's only a light rain. And let's see what we got in our news today. Come on. Alright, so first news story of the day. The cause of the Steve Barnes of Cellino and Barnes New York plane crash remains unclear. Cellino and Barnes began as a small firm in Buffalo, but became well known in New York City and beyond for its ubiquitous advertising on billboards and on televisions. Federal investigators haven't been able to determine why the prominent personal injury attorney, Steve Barnes, lost control of his plane and crashed in 2020, killing him and his niece. Barnes was a registered pilot, died along with his niece Elizabeth Barnes in a crash near Corfu, about 15 miles east of Buffalo. Steve Barnes was half of the Cellino and Barnes, a firm known for its catchy TV jingle. If you guys haven't heard it, it is very catchy. Look it up. In a report Friday, the National Transportation Safety Board concluded Barnes lost contact with air controllers for about 25 minutes on the flight from New Hampshire to Buffalo, then reestablished contact about 30 miles from Buffalo and said everything's fine. Shortly afterward, the single-engine Cicada TBM 700 began to descend at high speed, entered a spiral dive, and crashed in some woods. The fact that Barnes was still at cruising altitude of 28,000 feet, that close to his destination, suggests a clear breakdown in awareness of his position through distraction or impairment, the NTSB found. But the report concluded Barnes' communication with controllers was clear and didn't suggest any impairment at the moment. The NTSB attributed the probable cause of the accident to the pilot's failure to maintain control of the airplane for an undetermined reasons during the descent to the destination airport. Neighbors described the plane making a loud whining noise, then dropping into a wooded area. Genesee County Sheriff William Sharon had said, Cellino and Barnes, alright. That they're repeating now, so yeah, that basically means we ain't found shit. Come on, Regis. Time for a walk. Come on. I don't know why you're walking behind me. Actually, no, I do. You're just going to make this walk that much more difficult. Because now I'm going to have to bend and twist to turn my camera to face you. And that's going to cause stress on the torso and my lower back because I'm bending and twisting to show the camera to you. Because you're walking behind me. And I can't walk backwards. I mean, I can, but... Alright. Here's another news story. Two shootings, one fatal in Buffalo. At about 10:30 on a Friday night, police say a 45-year-old man was shot in the leg. He was taken to ECMC in stable condition. The shooting happened near Olympic and Decker Street. Police are... Let me see. There's the other incident where it happened by Elmer. A woman was struck by gunfire. She was transported to ECMC where she was declared deceased. Anyone with any information about any of these two shootings, please call the confidential tip line 716-847-2255. Why'd you stop? Come on, why'd you stop? Alright, looking for more news stories. Are you going already? Ladies and gentlemen, I think he's making his deposit early. Yes, indeed he is, folks. I'm trying to have my umbrella in a position where I don't have to hold it too much. I've got to hold the leash, I've got to hold the camera, I've now got to hold the poop bag, I've got to juggle everything. Alright, let's see what other news stories we got. Here's something from NBC News that's not local, but interesting. Would you stop getting so far behind me? Get to the side of me. There we go. College student is slain in a national park by a woman pretending to be a stranded motorist. Everybody be safe out there. A would-be robber pretending to be a stranded motorist killed a Florida college student who pulled his own weapon in self-defense during a gunfight. Adam Simji, 22, and his girlfriend Michaela Paulus, both students at the University of Central Florida, were driving through Talladega National Forest near Chiaja State Park when they were flagged down Sunday by suspect Yasmin Hyder, the Clay County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Hyder said her car had broken down when the victims offered their help. She produced a gun and made the couple walk back into the woods. Simji then pulled his concealed handgun and wounded her multiple times before he too was shot and died at the scene. So that reminds me of that one song. Shot down in a blaze of glory. Yeah, I know, it's maybe inappropriate, but kind of appropriate. All that adrenaline pumping through his system. Only thoughts of survival left in his mind. He pulled his gun out to save him and his girlfriend. Managed to wound the one threatening their life before he was struck and ultimately taken out. He died a hero. And to me, that's what that song represents. Alright, I covered that one. Now I have hooked the poop bag around my body for the every 30 seconds I've got to adjust my umbrella. This way I'm not smacking it all over me and rubbing it all over me, because that's kind of gross, even though it's in a bag. Your poop stinks, Regis. Go ahead, Regis, go. Mush, baby boy, mush. Canada Zoo finds escaped wolf pups in a moment of joy tinged with sorrow. Emotions are bittersweet at a Canada Zoo after a runaway wolf was safely located after 4 days on the loose, but another was found dead along a road. Conservation officers and zoo staff in Canada have spent the last 4 days searching for a runaway wolf after a mysterious break-in freed a pack of the predators from the popular zoo. In a statement on Friday morning, officials at the Greater Vancouver Zoo said Tempest, a 1-year-old gray wolf, had been found and was back with her family. She had been located near the zoo, the statement said, but the news came a day after the zoo announced that another escaped wolf, Chia, had died, probably after being hit by a car. We are so grateful for this positive outcome for Tempest, but we're still processing the loss of Chia. The zoo announced on Tuesday morning it would not open to crowds that day. It later acknowledged that the pack of gray wolves had escaped after suspicious damage to the fence of their enclosure. The zoo said the incident was probably the result of malicious intent. Why are you slowing down? Let's go. The slower you walk, the more wet you get. That's the general rule of thumb with rain. Opened in 1970, the tourist attraction has 9 adult gray wolves and 6 pups. Staff did not confirm how many had initially escaped after the fence was broken, nor did it say how many remained unaccounted for. Well, hopefully they all get home. Episodes of muscle weakness and daytime sleepiness could mean you have the rare symptom cataplexy. Cataplexy, or sudden muscle weakness, can resemble fainting, may be prompted by strong emotions. This symptom isn't serious and mostly occurs with narcolepsy type 1, otherwise it's very rare. A doctor can diagnose narcolepsy and prescribe medication to treat cataplexy and other symptoms. Cataplexy refers to episodes of muscle weakness that typically occur with narcolepsy type 1. Roughly 75% of people with this sleep disorder experience cataplexy. Alright guys, be on the lookout. There's some medical information for you. You're not peeing on the children's car. I know what you want, and you're not getting it. Back into the camera frame, sir. Thank you. Any others? Preparations for Puerto Rico and Hispanic Heritage Parade has begun. After 2 long years, a Puerto Rican and Hispanic Heritage Parade is making its way back to Niagara Street. Good boy, Regis. Good boy. Go. He just saw a squirrel, and instead of lunging like he normally does, well, you saw it on camera. It was caught on camera. He behaved himself seeing a squirrel. Good boy. I don't know if it's the rain. I don't know if it's because me yelling at him is still fresh in his head. I do know that I'm having problems juggling leash, poop bag, camera. Still, kind of can't wait for this episode to be done filmed. Not against you guys. It's a pain in the butt having to juggle poop bag, leash, and phone as it is, but to add an umbrella, you might as well be a full-time circus act. As a matter of fact, you can see part of the poop bag because I gotta hold it under the phone against my hand. Are you gonna go? Alright, so the Hispanic Heritage Festival is back on. I hope you guys go and enjoy yourselves. Alright, what else is there? Niagara County Sheriff's Office announced a body was recovered from the lower Niagara River Friday. A boater reported a body floating in the river just before noon Friday, and the U.S. Coast Guard retrieved the body. The body was brought to the Coast Guard station in Fort Niagara State Park and is described as a male, unknown age and race. The Sheriff's Office asks anyone with information to contact Investigator Hetrick at 716-438-3335. This means he's been in the water so long she can't tell anything about him. Poor guy. Oh, you want to go in the mud? Not too far. I wonder if dog pee affects concrete. Good boy, Regis. Come on, we gotta get home. This way. Go ahead. Rain's starting to come down a little more. Alright, come on. I'm starting to hear louder drops against my umbrella. Come on. This dog. Oh well. He's just being himself. And of course I missed the Erie County Fair again this year because shit kept popping up to prevent me from going. Might as well just throw my tickets out. Come on. I had 12 whole days, 12 chances to go, and life threw me a curveball every day to prevent me from going. I'm never going to go to the fair. I'm never going to see what it's like. It'll just be another added item to the long list of things I can't do versus the things I can do. What are you doing? Come on. We are literally almost home. Let's go. Stop stopping walking, please. Really? Why are you stopping? Don't you want to go home and eat? Why are you stopping? Come on. Well, you're the one that stopped. Let's go. You make me think you gotta pee and shit, and then you just stand there. Oh, I guess it's dragged with Regis now. I guess I have to drag him along because now he's gonna stop frequently. Because now the rain's coming down harder and you don't understand. Keep walking till we get home. What a silly pup you are, but don't you want to get out of the rain? Let's go. I guess that's it for the news, because now both my hands are focused on holding the phone and holding the leash to drag him along. I can't read no more news stories. I can't scroll for new news stories. Sorry about that, guys. This pup is being a difficult pup today. I literally have to drag him. I have to shorten the leash and pull him along, just so he gets into his thick skull to stop stopping from walking, and stop standing there, because that's not getting you home faster. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the news stories I was able to read to you. What, is this not short enough? Alright, well, shorten it a little more. He really hates walking in the rain. He really does. But the only way to get out of the rain faster is to keep walking and no more stopping. I suppose I could use my nose to scroll through the phone. I've done that before. I use my nose to scroll and click on stuff. See, home didn't disappear. It's still right there. You just kept stopping and preventing yourself from going to it. Oh yes, he's more concerned with how wet he's getting, because the rain's coming down harder. At least it wasn't like this the whole way. At least I was able to get some news stories in. See the positive out of every situation. Alright guys, we're already come to the end of another video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't, hit that dislike button. Share if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.